This is a special edition of News You Better Use with Angela Rye. Y'all, Donald Trump was indicted last week and finally arraigned yesterday. There's wall-to-wall coverage on cable news, but should we be relieved? Some of you might be a little confused, like, I have a friend or a loved one who had to turn themselves in, was indicted, arraigned, and they definitely didn't come back home with me, let alone fly back to Mar-a-Lago. Did he really just fly back to Mar-a-Lago, though? Yes, he did. So let's get to brass tacks. Let's talk about what an indictment actually is. It's when an individual is formally notified of the charges against them. And what is an arraignment? Well, that's when a person appears in court for the first time in front of a judge and they're told what they're being charged with. The defendant is read their rights, including the right to have an attorney, and y'all know Donald Trump has a full legal team. He pled not guilty yesterday after being charged by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg with 34 counts of falsifying records in the first degree in a 16-page indictment. So I know you're probably thinking, out of all the things we've heard this dude be accused of and or do, they got him on falsifying records? Yep. Attorney Bragg's case centers on 34 counts of falsifying records surrounding $310,000. That's it. Now, according to Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, Donald J. Trump has been credibly accused of at least 56 criminal offenses since launching his campaign in 2015, including obstruction of justice, mishandling of classified documents, false public financial disclosure reports, witness tampering related to Russia and the special counsel investigations, and election interference. If y'all are like me, you got questions. And while I don't have all the answers, I have some. What happened to the election interference case? Well, that's in Georgia. What about the over-evaluation of its assets case? Well, that's a civil case with New York Attorney General Letitia James. What about his role in the attack on the Capitol on January 6th and the special committee in that long-ass report? Well, the report was issued and the findings were sent to DOJ. Speaking of DOJ, what they doing? I don't know. But what I can tell you is all of these are separate. And here's the other thing. Folks want to know, what about the reasons for his impeachment? Twice. That was obstruction of Congress and abuse of power. So while the House of Representatives impeached him twice, the Senate acquitted your boy twice. That's how he remained your president.
Does this even matter?
Of course it matters. We just got to see what the next steps are.
So is Trump going to jail or not?
Definitely don't know the answer to that yet. There isn't even a trial date set and no charges brought against him other than those today. So again, not yet.
And can he still run for president?
The answer to that, there's nothing in the Constitution preventing someone who has been charged or convicted from running for office, not even for the top spot as commander-in-chief. So all is fair in love and war.
Who else is going down?
Child, your guess is as good as mine. Michael Cohen already served his time. Former Trump organization exec Alan Weaselberg was sentenced in a tax fraud scheme. Steve Bannon was convicted on contempt of Congress charges last year that he's appealing. I really don't know who's got next. So what's your point, Angela? Well, the jury is still out and there's no pun intended here. Attorney General Garland, Attorney General James, Attorney Willis, your move?